this down just a hair. Hey, how are you? So today, I'm feeling chilly, so I got my fire on. I might drop this down a little. Also here, hold on. There we go. Okay. And then I'm gonna drop myself down just a hair. So what's up? Hi, Nikki. Just waiting for everybody to get on. You guys have done a great job at liking the video, so thank you. Hi, Kristin. So yesterday I had to end my live abruptly because there was some bots, which are like programmed bots. Hopefully today will go better. We won't have that problem. I'm gonna fix my tripod a little bit more. Here we go. Ta-da! Okay. I think that's a little better. Scoot back. Anyway, so I should not be your excuse for not doing taxes. I feel like I should be not an excuse for. I think taxes are probably more important than my live. I'm just saying. Taxes might be more important. So you might want to stick doing your taxes. You guys have done an awesome job at coming on and liking the video. I'm gonna check and make sure I didn't miss anybody. Hi Tia, hi Nikki, hi Christine, hi Karen, hi Christy, hi Sarah. I don't really know how to say your name. Kura? Hi Michael. Very exciting. Finals tomorrow. That's a big deal. You have plenty of time. I know. So I still haven't gotten my tax return for 2019. So yeah, what's the IRS doing? They're failing me. I'm waiting for Haley to come on. If you're watching, make sure you like it for Haley. Haley bought my coffee today for my live, so we're gonna try that when she gets on. She said that I was her guinea pig today and that she wanted me to try it before she tried it to see if I liked it first. So she's actually never tried this drink, so it's kind of funny. I'm gonna turn the heat down a little bit too. Okay, that's a little better. I was toasty. I have been so cold all the time, so I decided to switch where I was doing my live so that I could be a little bit warmer and not have to worry about, you know, all that. So that's what we did. Let's see if Haley jumped on yet. Nope. Hi, Christine. So my day was pretty okay today. It was a very busy day. I was a little bit moody around dinner time. I was feeling a little bit overwhelmed around dinner time. The baby had therapy all day. He did not really want to do therapy, so he was not a super happy camper when it came to therapy today, which is okay. We all have bad days. Yeah, so I did that, and then I worked a little bit. I did a couple of deliveries, and then I had to take my son to karate. Then I came home, made dinner, and I got my coffee, and then I got all set up for my live. And I can't talk super long tonight because I have to go to bed early because tomorrow we're picking up our final puppy, our little Saint Bernard. So I will be traveling tomorrow, and so I can't be up really late because I gotta get some sleep to do that. But yeah, thanks, Leslie. If you haven't already, make sure you like the video for Haley. Yesterday after, I'm doing good. How are you? Yesterday after the live, I noticed that there was like thumbs down on it. For the first time ever, I actually checked it for Haley, and I was like, I'm better off just not knowing if people like or don't like the video, actually. It doesn't bother me if people don't like it, but I was like, I think I liked being in the dark better, so I think I won't be checking them after the video. Like, I don't want to look afterwards, but I can see the likes, I can't see the dislikes during the actual live itself. So right now I'm just drinking my normal caramel macchiato, in case you're wondering, because people always ask me what I'm drinking. But yeah, Haley's not on yet, so I'm kind of waiting on her to jump on for the other drink. And I thought today we could do some fun. I probably shouldn't sit that near my camera. That way it doesn't bounce the box. But we could do some fun questions again, or just something real lighthearted. I don't want to talk a lot about Robbie. I just kind of need like easy, simple day. My kids, no, they've never licked my salt lamp. Should they lick my salt lamp? I don't think that'd be a good idea. I mean, that thing's been sitting up there for quite a while, so they might get salty. Or my daughters are pretty salty, so they might get saltier. I mean, you can lick them. Does it taste like salt? You've got me intrigued. My favorite color is like teal. Actually, I have a pair of socks in here. This is my sock drawer. I like this color. That's like my favorite color, blue. Aw, thanks. I know, last night was just, ugh, it was an awful life. It was horrible. I might actually close my drawer. I might actually put my socks on because I like being warm. So I turned my heat down and I kind of want to turn it back up. I liked it better when the heat was blowing heat. So I turned it back up a little bit. But anyway, okay, we can do some fun things. So we can do questions, but I don't know where Haley is. And I don't want to drink her drink without her. But we can definitely do some fun questions. Okay, since I like changing my heat so much on my little fireplace here, my question is, what is the perfect temperature for you? If you had to pick a temperature that best suited you, what would it be? What temperature? Mine would probably be 78 degrees, maybe 80, 78 to 80. That's my perfect temperature. I would prefer outside weather to be right around 78, 80 degrees. Yeah. What? Oh. Oh yeah, I guess I have to tell you if it's Fahrenheit or Celsius. So Fahrenheit. I go by Fahrenheit. So I think Celsius, that would be like 30s. It'd be like 32-ish Celsius, I think. I'm not positive. I could be a little off, but somewhere around there. But yeah, I like it to be around 78 degrees. I like to lay out in my pool on my floaty. Just chill out. Sometimes I like to have a slushie. And I just chill. So, yeah. A light breeze is always nice, Sarah. I do like a light breeze as well. Duly noted. Okay. You guys can ask questions too if you want. So if you like have suggestions for questions, feel free to drop them in the comments and I'll definitely ask them. Okay. Are you a morning bird, a night owl, or an exhausted pigeon? I'm an exhausted pigeon. I don't ever consistently go to bed at the same time, but if I had to pick between a morning bird and a night owl, I would be a night owl. I do not like morning at all. Morning is for very strong individuals, and I'm just not that girl. I do not like the morning. Yeah. So, night owls. We have a lot of night owls, I think, because that's when I do my lives. So you guys probably are all night owls because you watch my lives. So there's a real possibility. The exhausted pigeon. I know, I'm an exhausted pigeon too. I mean, between doing all of the baby's therapy today and then doing all of my son's like karate and stuff, how can you not be an exhausted pigeon? It was 3 sessions of therapy, all of which he was like giving them a hard time, not wanting to participate, and it's done over Zoom, and so that in itself is exhausting. And then just helping the kids with their schoolwork, stuff like that. There's Haley. Hey Haley, go like the video. Everybody like the video for Haley. So Haley, I started out by drinking my original coffee because you were taking too long. So Haley truly is a warrior. So she has epilepsy and she had half of her brain removed, which is crazy. So me and the kids decided to make her a special gift and we're going to be mailing it to her. We are making her a cape because she's never had a cape. And every warrior deserves a cape. So she needs a cape, so when she goes to like her epilepsy walks and stuff, she has her own cape and she can feel like the badass that she is. Oh, it's okay. I don't know if mine will lag. If it does, let me know. But look, Haley, here she is. Coconut milk, mocha, macchiato. Hi, Kirsten. You're late too. You're late to the party. You're both late today. But I was just telling them I'm making Haley a cape. I haven't met Haley outside of my lives, and I wanted to make her a cape. Thanks. This is actually in my bedroom. This is my cozy little bedroom. This is my sock drawer. But yeah, I just wanted to do something a little bit cozier. I am sick of being cold during my lives, and here I am. So I said, I'm sitting next to my fireplace, and if people don't like it, oh well. And this is a fake fireplace. The real one's downstairs, but I wanted to be away from the kids, so it's nice and quiet. Rick is down there, so he is very capable of parenting, and oh, I didn't even see you came on. I definitely am calling you out now for being late. So, Jacob, aka It's Me, I gave him a challenge too, a coffee challenge. So here's my coffee of the day, which was provided by Haley, my sweet little Haley. And it is a, hold on, coconut milk mocha macchiato. And she's making me try this because she wants to try it and she wanted me to try it first and make sure she likes it. Well, you should probably focus on driving. But did you get your double chocolate chip frappuccino? That's the important thing here. So yesterday, It's Me said he doesn't like coffee at all. And I said, hi, Anna. I said, everybody can love coffee. You just have to do it right and learn how to love and appreciate coffee. So I gave him a challenge, and he got a double chocolate chip frappe at McDonald's. That should be the very first coffee that you ever try if you don't like coffee, because it will make you feel like, maybe coffee could be delicious. So he's purchasing that right now, and he's gonna share. Oh yeah, I know, fresh is the best way to go for sure. So he's gonna share his feedback on if I'm right, which I know I am, and he's gonna love it. White mocha with 2 pumps of vanilla. Never tried it, but okay. So today's coffee was brought for me by Haley at my website, which is www.buymeacoffee.com/Kristin, KRISTINP as in Piper. Should you choose to buy me a coffee, that's the website you would go to, and then I feature your coffee on my live and give you a shout out and let you know what I think about your coffee. So you can either pick what I drink, or you could just tell me to pick my own drink, which I'm fine with that too. But the reason the whole coffee website started was actually because of Kirsten, who so many of you have asked to like reach out to me and mail me stuff. And yes, double chocolate chip frappe. Chocolate chip. It's chocolate chips. But anyway, so many of you asked if you could mail me something, or, you know, send me something in the mail, and I didn't feel comfortable giving out my website. And so then Kirsten told me, well, let us buy you a coffee. And I said, I don't really know how to do that because I don't want to give out like my personal information. And then she's like, no, there's a website for it, and it's buymeacoffee.com. And I was like, okay. So I checked it out. Seemed easy enough, and so people have been able to buy me a coffee, and that's like your cool way of feeling connected to me. And I think it's super cute, and they love it. So yeah, so I'm on board. So should you, okay, It's Me is purchasing his frappe. Yeah, so should you decide to buy me a coffee, that's how you do it. You don't have to, really, you don't have to. But I do love coffee, and it is the best way to my heart. I mean, it was a genius idea, Kirsten, because this girl loves her some coffee. We all know that. But anyway, so It's Me is going to try the frappe. And no, this is not Haley's normal. This is something Haley wants to try, but she hasn't tried it. And so she's making me try it first to see if it's worth her trying. So I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to kind of stir mine. It's definitely layered like a macchiato, so it's cute. But I kind of like to curl mine a little bit. I'm going to give it a go. Okay. Haley, it's actually really good. I don't like iced coffee. I don't at all. And I told her, I said, I have a feeling I'm going to stick it in the microwave. I don't think I'm going to like it, and I don't really like mocha. I was like, but I'll try it. Mm. It's actually really, really good. I think I'll drink it this way. Wow. You get the coconut and a little bit of chocolate. So for me, I can't do like all that chocolate. So I had to do 1 pump of mocha. But it tastes like one of my favorite snacks, which is, you know, those little coconut chips you get at the gas station covered in chocolate? If you haven't, maybe you don't get them. I do. I love chocolate covered coconut chips. They're like cocoa powdered coconut chips. They're so good. Yeah, so it's got a shot of espresso in there. It's coconut milk and it's a mocha macchiato. So it would be coconut milk, a shot of mocha, and then it would have a shot of espresso on top. So yeah. Hi, Patrick. Yeah. I'm down. I like it. I was so against trying this drink. So, okay. I complain because I like caramel macchiatos. I'm terrified to try other drinks. Terrified because I have it in my head. I will not like it because I don't like green eggs. Nope. Sam, I don't. But I tried it and I actually really like it. I also really like Jacob's drink, so I bought one of those too. So now I can like, maybe don't drink them. Actually, it kind of worked. You could drink them together. Maybe I shouldn't, but this is good. Hey, that's clever. Coffee with a K. If you guys haven't already, go like the video for Haley. Haley is a warrior. She's a bad mama jamma. I do. So I almost got 3 drinks, Kirsten. I'm gonna be honest. I almost got my caramel macchiato too, and then I was like, no, don't be that person. Trust Haley. So I trust fell, and this is my coffee for the evening. So I trust fell. I trusted you, Haley, and you caught me. You caught me, girl. It's great. Yeah, it is kind of catchy. Coffee with Kristin. Love it. Yeah. But anyway, so if you haven't tried this, give it a go. And if you're a scaredy cat and you think you're not going to like anything outside of your normal drink, just do it. It's pretty fabulous. I could do a podcast, but I think you guys like watching me better because I'm obnoxious. Yeah, I think so. Because then you can see my ugly face. It happens. But anyway, I like the coffee, so that's a win. Okay, so now we can go back to like fun questions. So tonight's gonna be fun live. It's gonna be shorter than usual because I have to go to bed. Sure. Ask away, girlfriend. I knew you don't like new things. You needed to get out of my comfort zone. I know. I didn't think I was gonna like Jacob's drink either, and now I've ordered one like every single day. So, yeah. Well, thank you. I'm glad you guys can see my soul. But yeah, it should be the Kristin show. Hi, Lawrence. Do you ever comment? Because I don't think I've ever seen your comments. I love hearing from new people. Oh, you did comment and I missed it. But welcome. We're so excited to have new people commenting. We love when new people join in. Welcome to the family. We're like a big, cozy little family. We all just talk about whatever's on our heart. And I read all the comments, and I came back in time just to hear that. I'm not sure what you heard. Sabrina, that's a cool name. And hello from Canada. I usually stay inside my comfort zone, but sometimes I exit to open my mind. Patrick, that's wonderful. We love your mind. Okay. What is everyone's favorite song? Mine right now, I'm gonna turn this up again. I'm freezing. It's the cold coffee, I bet you. Mine is Truth Be Told. Truth Be Told. And I'm trying to think of who sings it. I can't think of who sings it, but it's Truth Be Told. It's a Christian song, and I love it. It talks about, you know, if, like, churches say, like, everyone is welcome, come on in, right? But then if that's the truth and everybody felt welcome, then the churches would all be full, but they're not. And it talks about how, like, people are like, how are you? And they want you to say, I'm doing great, how are you? But truth be told, you would not have that answer. You would have a very different answer. I mean, we all go through things. We all aren't perfect. And then it talks about like lies that are told to us that we're meant to believe, which is we all have it together. Our marriages are supposed to be perfect. Our life is supposed to be put together. We're supposed to be having a good day. We're not supposed to have bad days. And we're not supposed to fall apart. We're just good. We're great, right? So I really love that song because it talks about like truth be told, like let's be like raw and honest. And when you guys see my channel, you really are all welcome here. So that's number one. But number two is I don't pretend to have it all together because this girl doesn't. I told you guys straight out today was a stressful day. Yeah. I'm not going to lie and say, everything's great. How are you? Like, that's just not me. So I love that song. Yeah, I definitely think Sabrina is such a cool name. Don't you guys? My favorite is Live Like a Warrior. That's a cool song. They don't have it, so they gave me a mocha. No, you don't want a mocha. I told you, if they didn't have it, go for caramel. If you don't like the mocha, that's on you. It's chocolate. But I would have went caramel instead of mocha. I don't know if I care for their mocha, but it's okay. You can try it, and it might change your life. But I told you, only some of the McDonald's have the double chocolate chip. Stinkers. But I would have opted for caramel, but it's okay. You didn't listen, but it's okay. I still forgive you, and I hope you still like it. Okay, Priceless for King Country. That's a good song. Mine used to be Backstreet Boys. Now I listen to goth music from musicians like Adrian Von. That's a change of pace. Backstreet Boys to goth music. Yeah. Kudos. So Robbie's doing really good. This live, we're not going to focus on Robbie, but he's doing really good, and he's actually getting ready to go to a less restrictive treatment center. So he's doing really, really good. My favorite song is Breaking the Habit by Linkin Park. That's kind of a cool song. You know, I really used to like Linkin Park back in the day. They probably still have really good music, and they don't appear on the radio anymore. It's me. If you live near a second McDonald's, you should definitely try to get one again. I don't know what state he's in though, but here we still have it. And it's kind of like a backyard drink. It's no longer on the menu, but they'll still make it for you because they still have chocolate chips for other things like, I don't know, like some of the other things. But ours still carries them. Chasing Cars. It's a fun song. Okay, what is your... Okay, this is going to be 2 questions. First, what is your favorite movie? We'll go with that one. I don't have a favorite movie, but I would have to say that the Harry Potter series and also the Hunger Games are up there. Yeah, definitely try the mocha. I would save the other one for a different day. I would do it a different day. I wouldn't drink 2 fraps in one day. That's way too much sugar. Oh, it makes me think about it. Jaws. That's quite a movie. That was intense. Friday. It's kind of funny. Forrest Gump is a classic. How can you not? I don't really have a favorite current book, but my favorite all-time book is the book Stargirl. It's an amazing book. What's you guys' favorite book? I have a few movie series to choose from. Yeah, I don't like scary movies at all. It makes my mood weird. And I don't like really sad movies because it makes my mood weird. But a single movie as opposed to a series, probably Ratatouille. Ratatouille is a classic. Maze Runner is a good book. The movie's really good too. Way too many movies, I don't know where to begin. I know it happens. Lord of the Ring is great, both movies and books. Harry Potter is great, both movies and books. Such a good book. My daughter is currently reading a book called Boy in the Basement. I really want to read it. It sounds really, really good. It's about this boy who he grew up with like abusive parents and they locked him in a basement all the time. So then he escaped one day, went outside, and he got saved and he's in foster care. But then he's always been afraid to like leave the house and go outside because he's afraid he's going to run into his parents. So where she's at in the book is he went outside and his dad showed back up. So now she's like, I'm so excited to read the rest of it, but I'm not allowed to take it from school. So I have to wait till I go back to school. So Boy in the Basement is what it's called. I'm gonna try and find it because now I want to read it, and I'm like, don't tell me the rest of the story because I want to read it for myself. Yeah. I don't know what that is. Aragon? Do Americans have Amazon Prime? Yes, I do. And I actually have an Amazon group on Facebook where we like send each other stuff for fun. It's so much fun. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I love Amazon. It's like I get stuff from Amazon every day, except for the days when my kids leave my dogs out while the mailman's supposed to be showing up, and then he won't come up my driveway because he's afraid of my dogs. So obnoxious. But whatever. Whatever. Yeah, I'll check it out. South Park, bigger, longer, and uncut. Okay, if you had to describe your life as a book or movie, what would it be? What would you say, like, is your movie? So, my life is a few movies. Back in the day when I was in college, it was Save the Last Dance. Now, and when I was younger, the movie Stargirl, which is also my favorite book, that was definitely me growing up. I was just a girl who didn't really fit in, and I was nice to everybody. Now, as an adult, what would my life movie be? I don't know exactly, honestly. But those were movies that I related to growing up, but now I don't know that I think I'm more of like a cat in the Hunger Games because I feel like I'm fierce. I don't want to kill people, but I feel like I'm fierce and I go after like life. And I'm just like, I want to make today my B word. I'm just slaying the days. Like I feel like I just got to wake up and slay the day. Every once in a while, the day slays me and it just sucks. But I try really hard to slay the day every day. So I would think I'm more of like a Hunger Game warrior or something. Yeah. Let's see what you guys said. So I do have an autobiography. I'm releasing it. I just haven't because I haven't made time to finish it, but it's called Out of the Ashes. I was completely broken, burnt down, like me as a human being. I gave up on life and I had to rebuild myself out of the ashes, and out of the ashes I grew incredibly strong, and I feel like who I am today is pretty solid, and I think I've overcome a really, really large amount of trauma, and I'm actually pretty proud of myself for that. But there was a time where I didn't think I could do it, and today I know I can do it. No, I was gonna release it on Amazon. You know what? I'm riding in the car tomorrow for like 15 hours. So I'll work on it tomorrow and see if I can get done. And then I'll try my best to get it released. But it's hard. It's hard. I've heard it. It is empowering. Ooh, there's that espresso. Oh yeah. Sorry, I get a little excited when I like coffee. Where's It's Me? Did you try the mocha? Or is he driving? I mean, stay focused. Please, can you give us parents how to help our ill children to make them enjoy the life more, to make them feel comfortable they are the same as us? So, you want parenting advice on how to make your kids trust you? Is that what I'm understanding? Let me know if that's what you mean. Like how to make them trust you. Wait, what did I say that you said while you're sitting by a fire? You were like a phoenix. Hunger Games is a good example of my life as well. Warriors. Resident Evil. Fun. Yes, Out of the Ashes. I get excited about certain things like, oh, you mean because I'm sitting by the okay. I gotcha. I don't really get jokes and stuff. Okay, yeah, sure. I'll talk about some parenting. So I actually just had this conversation. This could get a little awkward and strange for you guys if you're not comfortable with these words, but I'm gonna go with it. Yes, please, so they're not also nervous. In my house, we talk about everything. And so something that really, really annoyed me growing up is my mother taught me that the word pita bug was the name for my private parts. Good night, Christine. And that is something that really bothered me. And I am not one who's like, I don't want my kids to feel uncomfortable talking about anything. So in this house, we talk about everything and anything. And my kids acknowledge words that might feel uncomfortable. And when we're talking about private parts, we're labeling them appropriately. We're not calling them nicknames or pita bugs or the no place. Like, be real with your kids. Like, don't, if you make it awkward, it's gonna be awkward. If you say a word and you're just like, whatever, it's not a big deal. Then your kids are like, okay, whatever, it's not a big deal. So there's like a list of words that I can think of that I don't even know if I'm allowed to say on YouTube, but like labeling private parts appropriately is very important to me. It's also important to me that when you're talking about something, you're being real about it. Another really big thing when parenting for me is meet them on their level. Like, be the parent who, good night. But yeah, like, be the person who has an open mind. Don't be a closed-minded parent. Understand that if you want to build their trust, you got to pick your battles. So if my daughter today, for example, came home, told me a story. She said some boy at school was talking about how they had gym class and his male parts were sticking and he was too sweaty. And she said the teacher went off on him and she was just like, I don't need to hear about all that. Like, it's so inappropriate, blah, 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 blah. She's like, it was so funny how annoyed the teacher was. And for me, my kids feel safe enough to tell me that. And so I could be like, that's so inappropriate. Don't tell me those stories again, right? I could do that. Or I could be like, you're too much, and walk away. And that's what I did. I was like, I don't need to know that. I don't need to hear that story. But hey, if she feels comfortable telling me about the kid at school and how he was inappropriately talking about his privates and the teacher called him out on it, like, that's a good leeway to say my kids feel safe. So we legit talk about everything and anything, and they feel safe to tell me anything. I don't make them feel dumb. I don't make them feel small. I don't put them down for sharing. And when we talk about like female periods and stuff, we talk about it. Like, we don't make it awkward or label it or dance around it. We take a shovel, dig right in, and we get to it. Like, we just talk about things. So just be like upfront, be open, and just be like forthcoming, be honest. Want him to know that whatever happens, I will care for him. He is a renal patient and can be hard to look after. It's upsetting. Yeah, that's tough. But yeah, you just don't be embarrassed to talk about the embarrassing things. The more you can talk about embarrassing things, the more likely your kids are going to feel safe coming to you. I have no doubt in my mind that if my kids ended up drunk or tried a drug at a party, which I really don't see them doing, but should they, I have no doubt in my mind that my children would call me and be like, Mom, I need help. I have no doubt in my mind. And that's where you want to be with your kids. You want to be in that place where you know that if your kids were ever actually in trouble, that they wouldn't try and hide it, that they would feel safe coming to you. So when they come to you with other things, you got to make them feel like they're validated and heard, and you respect them for sharing with you. Like, when they talk about the little things, don't make them feel dumb. Make them feel like, oh, okay, no big deal, whatever. Like when Robbie came to me and told me he was gay, I was like, oh, okay, am I supposed to be upset, or like, am I supposed to be like reactive? Like, okay, like, what do you want? Like, cool. And he was like, really? And I was like, yeah, I mean, I pretty much already knew that, but do you want me to have like a surprise face? Surprise! And I made a joke about it, and that's what I did. And so, like, you gotta joke with your kids, and when something seems awkward, laugh about it, joke about it, make them feel safe, make them feel okay. Yeah. So make caregiving not awkward. Yeah, he doesn't identify as gay anymore. Now he considers himself bisexual, but I think he's just sexually confused regardless. So I don't really know if he has a label anymore. I don't think it's fair to label yourself until you've experimented. I don't know. So whatever, wherever he lands, you know, that's his business. That's his life. And I'm not going to be a dictator. I'm a parent. My job is not to dictate. My job is not to say, because I said so. Oh, do I hate that phrase. It is never because you said so. It is because, and explain. And that's another really big thing with parenting. If you are going to parent your kids, you need to explain to them why you're disciplining them. You need to explain to them why a rule is put in place. You can't just say, you're not allowed to do this. And if you don't like it, too bad. I'm the parent. Like, you can't do that. That is nonsense. If you want your kids to talk to you, you have to talk to your kids. So you have to be like, this is why. So every single rule I have in this house, my children respect and they agree with. We've sat down and had conversations about it. We've talked about it, and they'll be the first to tell you. So, no. So Lawrence actually, before we ever went to Dr. Phil, we asked Robbie if he wanted us to go, and he actually begged us to go and said he wanted more help. And so we did. And now Robbie has very much communicated that he would like me to continue sharing his story so that we can help other people. He knows about each and every case where we've been able to save other children because of his story, and that is what motivated him to change. And now he's a far different person. His urges are nearly gone. He doesn't have a desire to harm people in any way anymore. He actually has relatively healthy sexual thoughts and urges, and that's all because of his story being shared and him seeing that his story saved other people. And he saw these other people wanting help and wanting to change, and it made him want to change. It made him want to be a better person and to fight the same way these people are fighting. So no, I don't have any regrets, and I will continue to share his story. You obviously don't know everything. Everything and anything that is very private and should stay that way has remained private. But no, he gives us his full blessing and actually has encouraged us to make sure that we're sharing his story. And he also asked if he could record, he wants me to record a conversation between him and I in the upcoming month. He wanted me to do it last month, but I wanted him to stay focused on treatment because we only get 10-minute phone calls 3 times a week right now. But we'll get 1-hour phone calls every day coming up. So he wants to share his own story, and he wants to talk about his own progress, and he wants to share it with the world, and I think that that's great. And he has my blessing to do so. So, you know, no, I certainly will say, for anybody who has negative thoughts and feelings towards us sharing the story, you clearly didn't watch the story and you don't understand the why. The only reason we went to Dr. Phil is because his treatment center was going to release him and he was untreated. He still needed very much help. He was afraid because he was going to go into independent living and he didn't want to hurt anybody. And I didn't want him to hurt anybody. So I wrote the show because we had no options. We were stuck and we had less than 30 days to act. So I wrote the show. And I have no regrets about it whatsoever, and neither does he. He didn't like the treatment that they put him in, but he needed to hit rock bottom. He needed that kind of a treatment to make him realize that, like, this isn't going to get better. This is something I need to change and work on. So, yeah. Hi, Kayla. Better late than never, they say. Make sure you like the video. Thank you, Cynthia. I love when new people speak up. He can't be back home, Lawrence. Obviously, you don't ever tune in, I'm guessing. But this isn't going to be a Robbie Live tonight. But he can't be back home. He can never be back home. It's not even an option. So, I never said he was cured. I'm sorry you twisted my words. It's not what I said. Not at all what I said. I said he's doing a lot better, has a lot healthier thoughts and urges. He's in treatment. And he'll continue to be in treatment, and he can never come back home. And if you've ever watched the episode, you would understand that Dr. Phil said very, very clearly he can never be back home. He'll never be back home. It's not an option. It's not an option. And just like you can't cure mental health, it's a mental health issue. So he's never going to be fully cured. It's just learning to deal with your thoughts and urges, and putting him back around children is certainly not a healthy way to help him stay on a straight and narrow path. That would be very abusive of me if I was to put children in front of him. Like, shame on you. Oh, Cynthia. Yeah, so my kids have devices. I do want to clear that up because many people think that I don't let them have devices at all. They do have devices. They just have stipulations. Like, you can't go to bed with a device. You're not allowed to have one at nighttime while you're sleeping. Like, that makes sense. Why would you have your kids, I'm autistic and have issues saying. Autism's hard. I have 3 boys with autism and a husband. And autism, sometimes you don't necessarily know appropriateness. And so... yeah, so that's definitely something you need to work on. Yeah, so the internet. So, yeah, my kids still get internet time. They do. But I know when they're on the internet. It's not like they just can go on the internet freely all the time. And right now, the artiste is grounded off of the internet because I forget what she did now. But she's been grounded off of it because she has proven that she can't handle it all the time. And she's going to get her privilege back. She's due to be ungrounded at the end of the week. But still, my kids can't just openly go on the internet. I know when they're on it, and if you're aware that your kids are on the internet, they are less likely to go look up something bad or inappropriate because, you know, like, they know that you know they're on it. If they can just go on it any time of day, any time of night, they're a lot more likely to look up and be curious. I mean, bored minds on the internet, if you're bored. I mean, think about the dumb shit as human beings that we look up. I mean, realistically, like, I don't look up porn or anything, but I look up all sorts of dumb things. Like, in the middle of the night, I don't know, I'll have a dream and then I'll look up something dumb. Like, this is so gross. Listen to this dream I had. I had a dream that I was pulling a tapeworm out of my nose. I have no idea why. So then I looked up tapeworms, and because this one, by the end of my dream, I just kept pulling, and I was like having serious anxiety. I'm like, why do I have this worm? And I was freaking out. And I think I watched Untold Stories in the ER or whatever, and so they had a worm, and so I think that's what triggered this dream or whatever. But anyway, I was like, can tapeworms actually get 30 feet long? That's so gross. So I had to look it up, but there's never been a 30-foot long one that I know of. But they can get really, really long. As long as they keep having a host, they can get extremely long. That is gross. Gross. But anyway, yeah, so think about, like, the things we look up as humans when we have access to the internet all the time, you know? So just limit that access, and then you're less likely to have a problem on your hand. I'm not saying kids should never be on the internet, but I do agree kids should never have phones. Like, we didn't have one growing up. We were just fine. Yeah, so gross, right? But, like, my kids have a cell phone, so should they leave the house, there's a kid phone, and they take it with them, and it's a shared device. They don't each get their own cell phone, and it's not used for playing games and free range on the internet. It's used for technology and a need for communication. And my kids can talk to their biological dad on it, and my kids' friends can call, but texting isn't really happening anymore, because when they were able to text, they were kind of trying to hide things. And I caught artiste saying stuff about, yeah, you should go kick her butt tomorrow or something. And I was like, okay, first of all, that's disgusting. We don't talk about harming other people, and that doesn't make you cool. That makes you a bully. And I ended texting. So, and the other kids didn't even text, so there was no need for it. They only have phones whenever they are going somewhere, or the phone stays in the kitchen on the counter at all times. So if they decide that they're going to text on that phone to, like, so my 2 biological kids are allowed to text their father. That's one rule. And if the other kids' mom had been in their life, they would have been able to text her. But texting is only allowed between parents and children. So they're also allowed to text me and my husband. So they'll text us, like, say we're at the grocery store, I might get a text that says, hey, we need peanut butter, you know, something like that. But they don't really text, and there's not really a need to text. Their friends can call them on the phone. They don't really do a lot of phone, but they are allowed to email. Lawrence, I'm not ignoring you. There's not a definitive answer to that. There is a bazillion reasons why people get autism, and there is not There's not a direct reason why, but it has shown to have hereditary traits where it can certainly be hereditary. I would go and look it up and educate yourself the same way I have, and learn that sometimes you can get it without hereditary, without it being hereditary. So yes and no. And it also, there can be people who have autism who have children who don't have autism. So yeah. Well, you know, everybody has an opinion. It doesn't make yours right. It's okay if you don't agree about the texting. I'm assuming you probably don't have kids and probably don't have 4 teenagers in the house. So it's okay if you don't agree with me. I'll kindly parent the way I see fit, and when or if you have kids, you can do that too. Hey, Cameron. So yeah, what else do you guys have on your mind? Thank you, Cynthia. I definitely feel like I have really good kids. When we go out in public, so this is when I know I'm doing okay as a mom. When we go out in public or we go to dinner, people walk up to me randomly and say, "You have an absolutely beautiful family and your kids are so well behaved, and you guys really are just a lovely family." And they have video games. They don't need to text friends. There's 6 of them. Well, 5 in the house. They can entertain each other. They go outside like normal kids and they play in the dirt. They make mud pies a lot, actually, and then they show me them with all these beautiful flowers. They build forts outside. They play in the snow and make snowmen. They jump on the trampoline. They go swimming in the summer. We have a hot tub. We have video game systems. They all have each other. The 3 girls are like best friends, and my son and the baby are like best friends. There's plenty of things in life besides a cell phone, and if you don't know that, you should figure it out, because it's a really good thing for you to go outside. I'm assuming you're probably a young man in your teen years, and I would encourage you, maybe like go explore like catching some crawfish, maybe like salamanders. Super fun, right? How many of us did that as kids? Going outside and building like random forts where we like put nails in trees and hang our parents' dishes. How many of us did that? You know, there's parks. We go to parks and we go to the beach all the time. We went to the beach pretty much every month before Corona. But there's a ton of things you can do. We do art. We do lots of crafts. We play board games as a family all the time. My kids are never bored. They will be the first to tell you they are not bored. Okay, sorry. I didn't really read your name. I don't know. I saw the picture and I thought, I don't know. I don't know why I put a masculine label. I'm sorry. No, I wasn't talking about you, Flying Monkey. I think I was talking about Animation Girl. Yeah. Have you felt off about someone before, and why? Yeah, so when I came into the kid's life, I can't really tell you a lot, but when I came into the kid's life, I felt off about several people, and I was right. And different things have come out, and it literally kills me. And yes, I have the ability to sense when somebody feels wrong. And although with the great-grandfather, I don't have proof of any actual abuse, I just don't understand the appropriateness of a grown man sleeping alone with a young boy and putting his wife on the couch. I just will never understand how that seems appropriate, ever. Yeah, so yes, I definitely get feelings when people are off, and I've also put ends to certain relationships, like even friendships. Like there was this one girl at school and Artis was around her, and she convinced Artis to do all these things. And then this girl came to my house. She told me her mom was beating her and that she was always covered in bruises. And then when I asked her to see the bruises, she couldn't show me any bruises because she didn't actually have any right now. So then when I talked to her mother about it, her mother was really upset. And then she convinced my daughter to pierce her belly button, and my daughter was becoming a mean girl, and I was like, you can't hang out with this girl like this. She's a bad news bear. So there's even been like kids where I'm like, you need to pick better friends. Like, no. I loved growing up not addicted to the internet. You're raising them right. Thank you, Gabriella. Kids don't need cell phones. I agree. There's more to life than cell phones. Absolutely. They do have one, but they don't use it. And sometimes the kids will start games on Game Pigeon. We'll do Game Pigeon back and forth on the cell phone. Sometimes they'll do that with me, which is fine. So when I have time, I do it. I do know that people who are autistic respond to suggestions easily. Are you sure that the allegations against Robbie are true? An autistic person will easily admit to things they didn't do. I am 100% true. He didn't just admit to them. And I know the victims. And I know the situation. And I'm 100% sure. My family didn't like doing things with each other. By the time I was 10, we stopped playing with each other. Oh, did you like the mocha? And I'm sorry. That sounds horrible. Actually, my sister and I didn't like each other growing up either, because my brother used to force my sister and I to fight like wild dogs. And he would always set up these strange challenges where we had to be put against each other. And so we just grew up constantly fighting. And it got to the point where he would have us fist fighting, and she broke my nose because my cousins were over and they were supposed to pull her hair. Well, they didn't pull her hair, and then she ended up punching me in the nose, and I'm pretty sure she broke it. Like, it was just a bad situation. Oh, did you? Yeah. I am not a teacher. Mothers can sense things. We definitely can. Keenly aware of people's intentions and motives. Yeah, well, I've grown up in a really messed up, like, my trauma, my past, for those of you who know it, it's so deep that I definitely feel like I can pick up on red flags really easy now. Yeah, Patrick, some people are very uneducated, and it's unfortunate, but you just got to live your best life and know your truth and know that we love you here, and we definitely don't mistake the two on this channel. So, yeah. Yeah, sometimes we look back and we wish we could have listened to our parents. You know, even my parents, who I don't agree with. I mean, there's some things that my mother taught me that I feel like she was right about. I mean, not everything was a fail. I also feel like when my father would discipline me appropriately, I feel like it was effective. I don't hate spanking, but when he was just abusive to be abusive, I mean, that's different. So I need taken away from my phone. I think sometimes we all need taken away from our phone, right? I definitely think time away from a cell phone is healthy. And like my husband and I, we go to bed and we'll be sitting there on our phones. And I'm like, we need to put our phones down and talk to each other. And so we do. But it's so hard. Phones are so addicting. They're so addicting. Oh, flying monkey. That's horrible. That's horrible. Try doing some like artwork. Look up some just like weird, fun like artwork to do. Try something different. Like you can make paint and everything out of like spices in your cupboard. Try something different. Just look up some weird art and just do some like weird art. That's what I do. I just look up weird stuff and I'm like, what to do when you're bored. There's actually a website, I think it's bored.com, but I can't remember. You can go on there and like pop bubble wrap and do all sorts of fun games. Yeah, so you could do that. Those who are around crazy know crazy. Yep. I grew up in crazy, and I know crazy from a mile away. Good night, Rye. I really wish that the boy who assaulted me when I was younger had parents who got him help. Then he could have changed. Aw, Izzy, that is so... I'm sorry that happened to you and that you feel like they didn't get their son help. That's awful. Acrylic pouring, I heard, is fun, Kayla. You know what I really want to do? I want to make tumblers. I think I want to start doing some tumblers for fun. I love art, and I just look at them, and I have a Cricut. I mean, I have everything to make them. I just need to make them, you know, with the epoxy and stuff. I think I want to do it. I think I might. I was thinking about ordering a kit. They're only like, they're not super expensive, so I was thinking about it. You'd rather be eating Frank's Red Hot. I never take the phone off my kids. I just take the charger away. That's pretty smart, because eventually they do need their charger. Yeah, so definitely. Oh, Victor. I know it's hard not to pass out sometimes. Sometimes I'm tired too. And I'm like, I gotta go live, but it's okay. 6 weeks till I'm 19. Woohoo! Happy early birthday. Make sure you tell me when it's your birthday because I like to sing to people on their birthday. I like Frank's Red Hot too. I don't know if everybody knows what Frank's Red Hot is. Depends on where you live in the country and if you've ever been exposed to it, but Frank's Red Hot is delicious. You know what else is delicious? Starts with a CH. Burp, burp, burp. I can't think of it, but it's delicious. Imagine depending on a website to do the thinking for you. Wouldn't it be nice if we could have something think for us? Yeah. Oh, I do like, I like Philly cheesesteaks. I've had a Philly cheesesteak. They're delicious, but only if it's like really good steak. Like it can't be like steak-um steak. That's just not okay. I wasn't even aware of facilities that help children with sexual issues. Yeah. So instead of him going to like juvenile detention, he was mandated into treatment, which was a lot different. And so, you know, in our state, it's one of the best states for treatment, and it's really been a really pleasant experience overall, other than the initial therapist who was a bit of a nut. But she's gone now. She's no longer his therapist, and his current therapist is wonderful. So there's that. Yeah, I'll never understand his first therapist and thinking it was okay to encourage him to potentially start up a relationship with the man who potentially abused him. I'll never understand that. But luckily, Robbie has kind of worked through it with his new therapist and decided he doesn't want a relationship with that man. So I'm really proud of Robbie for making that decision for himself and deciding, you know, that wasn't healthy for him. I have a bird ID app so you can go outdoors and try. That would be really fun, Jill. I love bird watching. So maybe try that. And you could also, you know what would be really, really fun that I want to try? I know, I'm a total dork. This is the stuff I like though. If you haven't already, go like the video for Haley. Haley had brain surgery, she has epilepsy, and it's really important to her that you guys like my videos. Me, not so much. I don't really care. But anyway, I saw some new people jump on, so I just figured I'd put that out there. But anyway, also if you want to see my other videos, subscribe to my channel. That one's important because, oh, and then there's something about a bell. You have to ring the bell, something to a bell. You do something to a bell and then it'll notify you if I go live. But anyway, I really like mushroom identification. What about learning mushrooms in your area? That could be really, really fun, along with birds. And also trees. What about tree identification? That's super fun. I think that stuff's fun. And I had fun doing that as a kid, actually. I had to make a leaf project and learn all these different trees. Spaghetti tacos. Never heard of that. It's me, chocolate. YouTube art cleaning. Yes, basically everybody's life. Saw the infamous episode months ago. Binge watched all your stuff today. Girl, you're an angel. Well, thank you, Liquid. Welcome to our channel. We love having new people. We really, really do. We're like a big dysfunctional family who all loves and respects each other. And we're all very, very different, but we embrace our differences and we focus on what makes us the same. That kind of brings us together, and it's super fun. We have so much fun on my channel. Not even kidding. You can ask everybody who's a regular. They all just love it. They keep coming back. I don't know why. I'm not that cool. I'm actually pretty boring. New York. I don't think I can do a New York accent. I'm not very good at accents. I can do British. That's about it. But then the Brits would listen and be like, oh my gosh, that was horrible. Yes, I really want to find morels. And I go hiking and stuff, but every time I go, I forget to look for mushrooms. And I'm like, but knowing me, I'd probably pick the poisonous ones and eat one and die. And then you guys will like read about like, Kristin Piper dies from eating mushrooms. I love mushrooms. They're so delicious. So I really want to learn it, but I'm too afraid to eat them. Even if I did learn it. I don't feel confident. But morels are pretty straightforward. I don't feel like, yeah, I've heard about hen of the woods, and I hear they're delicious. And chicken of the woods, I hear they're delicious. I've just never found them. And they're not really hard to find. Hi, Lucy. You are part of the fam. You just need to speak up more. And be like, Kristin, you're annoying. Or like, just say something goofy to me. Okay. So Lawrence, I don't really like all your questions. I just feel like you're coming at me a bit aggressively, and I don't really appreciate it. I just don't really like your questions. He's a child. He was a child when the abuse occurred. Children are treated differently than adults. I've explained this on my channel multiple times, and you just like your questions are just kind of coming at me, and I'm over it. So I'm probably just, if you're going to continue to like be like a little dog barking at me, I'm probably not going to respond well to it. Yeah. No, I'm not going to respond to things I don't feel comfortable with. I don't feel the need. This isn't the time or the place. I already said this isn't a Robbie live, and I also am not catering to one person and their need to feel okay with what happened with my child. I know what happened. I know I did everything the best way possible. I have no regrets about any decisions I've made up until this point, and I'm going to continue to be me. So, yeah. Thanks, Haley. But yeah, so that's where I'm at with it. iCarly, Spencer, Crazy Spaghetti Tacos, never tried them. Breaded mushrooms, that's all you eat, Patrick? You need to open. What about like a mushroom filled with cheese and crab meat? And oh, they're so good. Patrick, I need to send you a recipe. You need to try mushrooms in things like ravioli. What do they do to help treat those? So they have different programs that the kids have to work, and they have to do different books, and they have to work different programs that are, they rewire the brain, and they basically create new pathways in the brain so that they can think differently. There's also other treatments, but I would just encourage you to research about it. Show off her dimples, wrinkles. Hey, they're dimples. They're not wrinkles. I'm gonna bite you. My British accent. I can only really do it when my daughter's around. We do it back and forth. But it's horrible. It's probably horrible. And I think it's good. And it's probably actually horrible. I'm in a few mushroom groups on Facebook. I've learned a lot. Yeah, I know. Me too, Sabrina. I'm always in these groups, and I'm like, I wanna be them. And they come home with like this bucket full of morels, and I'm like, what are you gonna do with that? You can't eat those all, you morel hoarder. And I always get really jealous, and I think I'm actually just jealous. I'd probably freeze some and eat them later, but I don't even know if I like them. I've never had one. Just ask her out, Larry. Just go for it. There's no right way to ask a girl out. Us girls, we like direct. Okay, I like direct. I shouldn't assume all girls like direct, but me, I'd rather you just not beat around the bush and just be like, hey, I think you're kind of cute. I'd like to take you out. What do you think about that? That's what I'd say. Yeah. I will look up spaghetti tacos. Maybe I'll give it a go. We'll see. Okay, what is a brain map used for, and what is it called when they tested your brain oxygen cranial pressure? I don't remember. Brain mapping is when they see how your pathways are firing in your brain, and they see if your brain is properly responding to outside stimulus. So like when you're asked specific questions, does your brain respond appropriately, each lobe, the way it's supposed to? In Robbie's case, his frontal lobe had dysregulation, and so it needed some pathways created and some basically rewiring, if you will. And a lot of that though can be seen in autism, so it's very hard to treat. Now there is ways they can like shock different parts of the brain to kind of create different electrical pathways, but in his case they're working a program right now, and we do know the treatment that's available and what was suggested based on his brain mapping. So should he feel the need to go after that treatment, he has that option. So he did have his brain mapped. In my situation, my brain, when they tested the pressure inside of my veins, that was an angiogram, and then they just check venous pressure. So that's done via an angiogram for me. And my thing is I had pseudotumor cerebri. It's nothing like Robbie. It's a completely separate issue, but you were asking. So for my brain condition, it was pseudotumor cerebri, and it compressed my brain veins, so I was only getting around 30% oxygen to my brain. So then they went in with an angiogram, measured the pressure inside of my veins, and they saw they needed to put in a brain stent, and then a stent was placed in my transverse sinus, sigmoid sinus. Hope that answers that. It's true. For a girl we don't know, it is hard to say how to ask her out. I think you should try a vindaloo. No way, Flying Monkey. I don't like hot food. I tried the other day a Chick-fil-A tortilla soup. My mouth almost lit on fire. I couldn't do it. I gave it to my husband. I said, this is horrible. You need to eat this. And he was like, wow, that's spicy. And I was like, if you think it's spicy, imagine me, man. It was horrible. So for those of you who missed the beginning, Haley bought my coffee tonight. They asked me if I would set up a website called buymeacoffee.com. My website is buymeacoffee.com/Kristin, P, Kristin, P. And they buy me coffees for my live, and they make me try all these weird coffees that I would never buy on my own. And tonight, Haley bought me an iced coconut milk mocha macchiato. Yes. And I thought I was going to hate it, and I actually really like it. It's crazy. And the other day, Jacob, aka It's Me, made me try this crazy drink, and now I buy it like every day. It's so good. His drink is, well, this is a Trenta, but it's a dragon drink with peach, guava, and lemonade. It's quite delightful. And then I made him try a mocha, but he didn't tell me if he likes it on my live. Apparently he sent me a video, but I just want to know if he liked it or not. Barbecue chips are delicious. Yeah. Just so you know, Patrick. Beautiful dimples. Thanks, Haley. I should go to bed, but I like watching Flying Monkey. I know that's some people's. Garlic, mushrooms, and creamy white sauce. That could be delicious. That sounds delicious. You know what one of my favorite things ever is? At the Chinese restaurants, they have like this seafood salad that's like crab meat, and it has like melted cheese on top. Oh, it's so good. That's good. And I also like what I thought of that because I really like the mushrooms and the sauce at the Chinese restaurant. What kind of dog is Sadie, Patrick? Thank you, Haley. Yeah, I had brain surgery in 2016. What is good? What is good where, anime? I wish I could eat spicy food. It looks and smells so delicious. I know, I like spicy food a little bit, but not like super spicy. No, I don't listen to Queen. I like a little bit of spice, but if it's really hot, I can't handle it. I can't handle whenever it burns my mouth so bad that I can't taste it anymore. My answer is on the video. I just want a yes or no for now, if you liked it or not. My phone can't spell things right. Y'all making me drool now. I'm hungry. I know, y'all making me hungry too. For dinner, we had hot dogs. I was craving me a hot dog. What do you guys put on your hot dogs? I've asked this before, but I really wanted a hot dog tonight, and I thought I wanted chili cheese and kraut on it. I really just wanted cheese and kraut, and I ate it anyway, and I was just disappointed. Yeah. Did you give me one? Where? Now it's just espresso at the bottom because I didn't really stir it. So I might get a little hyper. Yeah. What else, guys? I gotta get going to bed in a few minutes because I don't want to. I gotta get a shower and then I gotta go to bed. Because tomorrow we gotta go get our puppy. It's the final St. Bernard in the family. We're getting her tomorrow. She's been growing. She's just a tiny little thing. And she's going to grow and grow and grow. So big. Spicy food is delicious, Cameron. Good night, animation. But anyway, that was the purple drink again. Looks yummy. It's so yummy. Yeah, it's dragon. Look, they wrote everything on the cup. They're out of guava right now at my store. Yeah. But it's dragon drink. If you don't ask for dragon drink, then they'll only give you the dragon fruit base and they'll leave out the coconut milk, but the coconut milk is actually pretty yummy. It's very fruity if you like fruit. I feel like if you wanted to ever add alcohol to something, this would be it also. Yeah, I think it would make a great alcoholic beverage. I don't really drink. I drink like twice a year, but if I was to make a drink and put alcohol in it, that would be one. Homer Simpson loves hot dogs. Does he? ADHD and anxiety. That's hard, Patrick. I cover the tops of Starbucks lid with holes with my fingers and shake to mix my drink. It's not messy at all. Maybe I should try that before I stick my straw in. I tried to do it with the straw in. I was going like this. So yeah. The purple drink, it's a venti dragon drink with peach, guava, and lemonade. I got it memorized now. At first I had to like keep looking at my phone, but I really liked it, and now I remember what's in it. So yeah, but I really liked sitting next to this. I think I'm gonna do more lives sitting next to my fireplace because I am always so cold during the lives, and I found the temperature I like. It's about 80, which, why did I even question that? I told you guys at the beginning of this live, my favorite temperature was 78, 80. Hi, Chloe. Thanks. I'm actually in my room, and I just wanted to be cozy. I was cold, and I said, I think I'm going to do... No, Lawrence, you're not on timeout now. It is. It's refreshing, and I don't drink enough water or liquid in general. So one of my mods put him on timeout because he was upsetting me. So now he's off timeout. So we'll see how he does. But anyway, yeah, like it makes me drink liquid. So I drink more liquid now because of it. And my husband is on board with anything that makes me drink more liquid because I do not get enough water intake. Like I've only drank coffee all day, no water whatsoever. This is the only liquid intake is my trend to drink. It's horrible. I know, it's horrible. But yeah, okay. Let me look and see what else you guys had to say. I was thinking for a second, what else? Do you guys have any last minute questions? Random, not Robbie related. I don't like to end with Robbie questions, and I don't always like to do yes, I love me some English tea. My favorite tea is breakfast English tea. I love me some breakfast English tea, and I put in it, yes, tomorrow I'll be getting a puppy. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do a live tomorrow or not because we're going to be traveling. Every time you take a sip, I see dimples because I have dimples. We're just going to spend our weekend like any other weekend, probably hang out with the kids. My husband doesn't have to go to school on the weekend, so it's nice. So he'll probably be in and out. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I like Earl Grey with milk and a little bit of honey. Yeah, I love me some black tea. It's delicious. And I also like iced tea, half sweet, half unsweet, because I can't do a lot of sweet. Oh my gosh, Liquid, don't even start. You and it's me. You guys are going to end up on timeout next. Yes, honey. Honey actually is a natural antiseptic. And so it is also anti-inflammatory, and it also, oh my gosh, it's like a detox. So you should always add a little bit of honey to tea. Add honey instead of sugar. It is so wonderful. So wonderful. Did we not just talk about respect? He's totally kidding. I totally got the joke. And I don't always get jokes, so yay me. Pat on my back. I might. It's me. Nobody's above timeout. I mean, you act up. You might. It's not personal. So, Lawrence, maybe you're just not familiar with how my channel works. There are times where I put in the title that I'm willing to do Robbie updates, but on my channel, most of my lives are kind of like lighthearted, and we just have fun, and we're like this big dysfunctional family that comes together just to share our day and maybe to release stress at the end of the day and just talk and be together. There is a tolerance of Robbie questions that I accept during such lives, but there are many days where I, unfortunately, do not feel the need to allow that to consume me as a human being, because I am not just Robbie's mom, and my life is not consumed by just Robbie. He is 16, almost 17, and he is at a point in his life where he is accepting accountability for his actions and working on moving forward, and that's basically all you guys really need to know at this point. And I am many other things outside of his mother. I am a mother to 5 other children, and I would like to focus my time on you know, me and my kids and talking about all the positives. And I want to finish my day at the end of the day with what makes me happy, what is good. I don't want to focus all of my energy on what is stressing you out, Kristin, what is bad. Let's, you know what I mean? Thanks, Kirsten. I didn't even see that. But yeah, I want to finish my day strong with like positive, uplifting things. I don't want to always have to focus on the dark cloud that hangs over my head. We all know it's there. We all acknowledge it, but we don't have to talk about it all the time. So yeah, so this is my channel and this is how it's run. And you know, no, he doesn't. Robbie is really, really actually proud of my channel. He's had the ability to watch it, and he really, really respects the way I've shared information without oversharing. And it's helped him, and it's what motivated him actually to get help and to actually take his treatment serious. This channel is what motivated him to finally make the change. So you guys did that actually. Like all the love and support, all of the comments that he read from like people supporting him, that's what made him change. Yeah, so, yeah. But today was a solid day, and I feel like it was a lot better than the last couple days, because the last couple days, you guys know, I was pretty stressed out, so, yeah. But there's plenty of other videos, Patrick, where you're welcome to ask questions, and you're welcome to comment on, and, there's lots of, every question you've asked tonight has already been answered. So there's plenty of other videos where I've already addressed all your questions. You're welcome to check out my channel and kind of see that. And if you subscribe to my channel and you do something to a bell, I don't know, it lets you know when I'm going live. And if in the title it talks about an update with Robbie, then you're welcome to ask Robbie questions. But in my other lives today, it said coffee date. So I don't talk about Robbie on my coffee dates. It's just not what I do. I don't have any hard feelings. I'm not gonna just talk about the negative. And I've already answered those questions like a million times that are already in videos and labeled with the answers. So yeah, sure, it's me. You can ask a question. What's your question? Thanks, Cameron. I respect you too. I think we all respect each other here mostly. I think it's a pretty solid channel. I love you guys. You guys are my fam. Aww. Somebody asked me earlier if I have PTSD. So I did have PTSD. So Lawrence, I'm going to say this in the most loving and respectful way possible. It's not your job to be concerned about my children. Honestly, they're my children. It's my job to parent my children. So with all due respect, it's not your job to be concerned about my child. So if you're concerned about my child, feel free to private message me. But again, I'm going to kindly say, it's not your place. It's not your job. And I got it covered. He's in good hands. I've made all the right decisions. I'm working with plenty of people, a full team actually, and his parole officer is in charge of all of it and oversees it. So like the law sees over it, and so do all of his like multiple therapists. So I'm pretty sure he's solid. Like I'm pretty sure he's good, and you don't got to worry about him. I got this. I got it. Can we see the drink? Both drinks at the same time. Oh, it's me. Yeah, earlier I drank them together. Like that. Whew. Okay, this is a lot more espresso-y now. Earlier it actually worked because this was very much more coconutty. But yeah, I drink them both at the same time. There. No pineapple. No pineapple on pizza. Not this girl. But did I miss your question? It's me. See, I drank both drinks at the same time. I already did it. You were just late to the party. Yay, we are all anxiety ridden. You know, so somebody said they enjoyed Colombian coffee tonight. Favorite hot chocolate flavor? I just like plain hot chocolate, but I can't drink it. It's too sweet for me now. Yeah, because I was offended at a young age. That sucks, Tia. I have it. I don't know if I still have it. Okay, so I don't think you can ever necessarily get rid of it. It's okay if people care about my kids, but to say that, like, your questions are pertinent or relevant because you're concerned, like, who are you? That's my question. Who are you that your questions are more important than respecting my boundaries? That's what I want to know. So when he can answer that, he's welcome on my channel. Until then, I'm done with it. Like, I'm done. Like, this is my channel, and it's my level of respect and boundaries, and they will be respected. Listen, Lawrence, you can go kick rocks. How about that? How about that? Done. Like, I ain't doing it. Ain't doing it. You're welcome. He can't be timed out. He's blocked. Yes, I have answered all of the Robbie questions on the videos. I am allowed to have respect for myself and boundaries. I already blocked him. And I'm just going to say this because I'm sure he still is watching. I am allowed as a human being to have boundaries. I am a human being, and I am allowed to have healthy, straightforward boundaries. If you don't like that, goodbye. Like, it's okay. It's okay. I don't need friends. I don't need followers. I don't even need likes. I don't care. I don't do this for people. I do this for the people who are amazing and the people who are caring and loving and straightforward. I don't know, Haley. I'd already blocked him. You put him in timeout, but I blocked him. Yeah, I know. We just want to talk about freaking hot chocolate, right? Why do these lives keep going this way? I knew I should have just blocked him earlier before he annoyed me, but it's okay. But seriously, guys, like, I love you all, and it's okay to be concerned or to, like, wonder what's going on with Robbie, but to, like, overstep your boundaries, like, don't do it. It's not appropriate. Me and my husband ultimately know all of the information. We 100% have all of the facts, and him questioning whether or not Robbie actually even offended is offensive because you don't know the whole story. You don't have those facts. And do you think it was easy as a parent to accept that information and find out that information? So it's just not okay. Like, you don't get to pretend like you know more than me. You don't get to pretend like it's okay for you to intervene on my boundaries and decide that, like, well, I'm going to push your boundaries today. That's not up for people to decide. It's not. Yeah, we are the only ones who know all of the facts, all of them. And trust me, yeah, it's been a process. But again, I don't want to finish my day being stressed out all the time by only being consumed by talking about Robbie. I would like to finish my day with positive, uplifting, wonderful things, listening to Christian music, praying, and just, yeah. Like, I just want to finish my day in a positive way. And even Robbie knows that, like, I don't want to talk about it all the time. Him and I have talked about that. We talked about how I told him straight out, and he was like, yes. And I said, I don't want to just be Robbie's mom. Like, I want to be Kristin Piper, who also has 5 other kids and is so much more than just Robbie's mom. And, okay, like, I get some people found my channel because of Robbie. There are so many of you who actually found my channel not anything to do with Robbie. And it's crazy because there's so many people who have found my channel who they didn't even know my story. They didn't know anything about him. They just stumbled upon one of my lives and they were like, hey, this person's fun. I like her. Let's hang out. So it's kind of funny. Like, it's kind of funny actually. But no, like, I'm not going to, Rick and I are not going to compromise our boundaries. You know what he said to me yesterday, Rick, of all people? Rick never says this, right? He goes, I don't know how you do it whenever people don't respect your boundaries, because he's like, that was tough just sitting there. He's like, I had nothing to say because it was just like, the mood was just killed and it was just horrible. He's like, how do you do that? That's what he said. He's like, how do you do the hard lives? I was like, well, I mentally prepare myself and I pray about it. And then I'm prepared and I'm ready to, like, talk about it. But sometimes I don't want to talk about it. We all already know, and the people who follow my channel already know all the updates because I give them regularly. So yeah, sorry, I wasn't trying to rant or vent. It took me 30 some years to finally respect myself enough to know that I am allowed to have boundaries. And I didn't always respect that about myself. I didn't always respect myself enough to know that I have limits because I'm a human being. Favorite ice cream? Thanks, Matt. Well, I kind of like butter pecan a lot. Butter pecan's pretty delicious, yeah. Matt, do you come on my lives a lot? Because you should. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I know you all have my back, by the way. I am glad, not mad. What? What was I even talking about? What? Nothing happened? What? I do love butter pecan, Kirsten. Ooh, waffle cone or regular K-cone? Or no cone? Don't be that guy. What kind of cone? That's the real question here. How do you eat your ice cream? What kind of cone? I like me a waffle cone. If they don't have a waffle cone, I'll settle for a sugar cone. But you like yours in a bowl, I think. Who was that guy who kept saying, hi, Mommy, at the end of your live yesterday? So Tia, those were bots. So some people have like an account, and when you block it, it just like a robot makes a new account just to be a troll. And that's what that was yesterday. There was a troll, and I couldn't keep up with it, so I just ended my live. But I did report the whole thing, and so there's that. But no sprinkles for this girl. Oh, I don't know. I like chocolate sprinkles. I like cherry ice cream dipped in chocolate sprinkles. And I like to eat it like that. Or I like cherry ice cream dipped in chocolate. And I like to eat it like that. I love ice cream, and I can't really eat it because of, aw, Matt, I'm sorry. I can try to do earlier lives sometimes. I need to do some during the day just because I know that there's some people who want to be on my lives, but they can't because it's a different time of day there. I do have a follower group on Facebook. It's Kristin's Army. Yeah, and that was also a suggestion of somebody to make Kristin's Army. So I actually have that group. And that's where Haley got it from. But she is genius. I mean, seriously. But yeah, I have a group on Facebook. It's called Kristin's Army. Crushed peppermint as sprinkles for the win. I don't like peppermint. I just don't. Waffle bowls are okay, but they're really hard to eat. How about that? I don't know. Facebook.com/Kristin's Army. Oh, my back hurts. Sorry. Oh, did y'all hear that crack? Oh, that felt nice. It's not a group. It's a page. Kristin's Army. It's on Facebook. Yeah, somebody had told me I needed a page for like all my supporters to go. And I said, okay. This drink just makes me happy. So whenever I get worked up, you guys just need to say, Kristin, take a drink. Once I take a drink, I'm fine. It just makes me happy. But I don't often, like, a lot of people in that situation when being pushed like that, like, will lose their temper. I try really, really hard not to lose my temper. It's not a good look for anybody. And it's really hard sometimes because people just, like, don't respect you, and they feel entitled to be negative, nasty people. Strawberries dipped in chocolate. Oh yeah, I like chocolate covered strawberries. They're delicious. It sounded like alcoholic talk. Laugh out loud. Me? I sounded like that? Or they did? Dragon drink. Yes. Tell me, drink my dragon drink. Drink my Jacob drink. I call it the Jacob drink. Ketchup's not spicy. No, honey. Look how much I've already drank. I love it. Yeah, I love it. Too much. I wonder how many calories are in it. I probably don't want to know. Maybe I'll look it up on my app. I need to trust Haley. So, Haley and Kirsten, next time, if they just even start, just block them. If they're starting to push my buttons at all, just block them. Yeah. Don't even risk it. I don't care if we block everybody. It's okay. I didn't do this. This channel was meant to help people, not to upset me. Remind me to, yes. Oh, oh, no. Okay, okay. I can see how that would seem like an alcoholic. I don't mean a drink like alcohol drink. I mean the dragon drink. Whenever I get upset, just tell me to drink my dragon drink. I almost just choked. But it's like happy juice. That probably sounds like an alcoholic talking too, but it's not alcoholic at all. It's just juice. Yeah. Favorite brand ice cream? I don't have a favorite brand. I mean, it depends on what ice cream I'm in the mood for. Oh, thank you. Thank you for saying that. It's me. Now you can. I tried to be able to put your name in yesterday, but it wouldn't recognize your name. Like, it wouldn't come up whenever I searched it. I have no idea why. I have to do it when you're actually commenting. So now I just did. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because I would have forgot again and I would have been so mad. I don't really care for Ben & Jerry's all that much. It's okay. But it's not. Girl, you're making it sound alcoholic no matter what. Well, it happens. But I'm not an alcoholic. Luckily. I don't even drink. I drink maybe like twice a year. And same with Rick, although I am getting hiccups from my drink. But Rick drinks maybe twice a year too, but we don't drink at the same time. Like if we go out, like we'll go bowling or something, one of us will drink and one of us will drive. But we don't both drink. And it's very rare that we actually drink. Yeah. What did I miss? James Bond films. They're okay. Cherry chip from Ben & Jerry's. Yeah, I mean, Garcia cherry. Yeah. She only drinks when she's thirsty. I guess that's true. Oh, you guys kill me. By the way, if you didn't like the video already, go like it for Haley. So I'm doing better at reminding people to like the video. I just am not as driven. Okay, so did you guys know, Tia, drinking warm water, room temperature, is actually better for you than drinking cold water? Your body receives it a lot better, and it does a lot more things for your body if it's room temperature. Do you guys know that? I do like me a Butterfinger, but not necessarily in my ice cream. But I do like Butterfingers every once in a while. Maybe once a year I'll eat a bite of a Butterfinger, not a whole one, because it hurts my teeth. Hurts my teeth. Yes, like. Yes, Patrick, it is. You won't like my videos, it's me? How offensive. Somebody mute him. Wait, can we mute another moderator? I have 3 mods now, guys. That's a really big deal. 3 people who have been on my live since the beginning. I chose them randomly and just made them moderators. Yeah, so that's good. So now I have some help. And they're pretty much always on my lives, unless they're at work. I can't like the videos because I love the videos. Well, aren't you the sweetest? After you told me I have wrinkles. Look at these. I feel like they're getting lesser. Doesn't it seem almost like I have Botox going on? Maybe not. Maybe they just look good in the light. But I do have forehead wrinkles, and I'm cool with it. He was kidding, Patrick. It's me's never actually rude. He's like, almost like a little kid brother. Like, we pester each other. He won't tell me if he liked the mocha either. So it's like I just want to grab him and give him a noogie, you know? Like a little kid brother. Yeah. I think we should. Or we could give him a swirly. That's what we did back in the day. To like, when you're picking on a kid. Not actually give him a swirly, but like threaten to, you know? But, yeah, he's just part of the fam now. I told you the dragon drink gives you dimples. The wrinkles disappear. Nuh-uh. Is that true? You're lying to me. I'm really gullible. So, are you lying? Because it really seems like my forehead wrinkles are better. And I'm not even making that up. Or maybe I just got fatter. And maybe like the fat in my forehead is filling them up. You would put his head in the toilet? Not really, Patrick. It's like a kid brother. It's joking around. It's like antagonizing each other. No, it's not my skincare routine. Nothing changed there. Although maybe if I use really, like if I use soap, it'll dry out my skin and like pull them tight. Or, Kirsten, you might actually be onto something. It could be the fact that I'm hydrated, or I'm sitting next to a heater. Maybe it's like drying out my skin and pulling it tight. Like maybe it's like, or maybe I snuck off and got Botox. No, I didn't. I ain't got money for that. Cheetos or Doritos pizza? I could try that maybe. Maybe it is me getting hydrated. I don't know. I like it though. Yay! Thanks, Patrick. We love having you. And I know sometimes you don't always understand the jokes or like the teasing back and forth, and I'm sorry for that. That has to be rough. But we still love you, and we'll still try and pick on you, but I was being serious. It makes them go away. I gotta research this. I don't believe you. I don't believe it's me. Dragon drinks don't make your forehead wrinkles go away. He got me thinking I wanted guano in my coffee, and I didn't know what that was, and apparently it's bat poop. Netflix or Hulu? Okay, Rick has the answers for this. He's not up here because I came up to the 3rd floor to get away from them. But he just watched one, Iron Fist. If y'all haven't watched Iron Fist on Netflix, it's really good. There's another one he's watching right now. Arrow, A-R-R-O-W. They're both good. I actually think they're really good. He finds really good stuff, and I don't know how. I mean, he takes the time to like read the descriptions, and I'm like, not doing it. Yeah. And Kristin can't give me a swirly. She's not strong enough. Listen, those are muscles. Yeah. I wish I did. Okay. I know you can barely see the lump, but I swear it's there. So is this. Let's be honest. I didn't watch Flash. No more Rick taking over the lives when you're on the 3rd floor. Well, somebody has to watch the baby. And if the baby isn't taking a nap, I don't like the kids to watch him, so Rick watches him, so then I can do my lives, and we can all just laugh and have fun. But Rick's gonna be driving me tomorrow. He's supposed to get up at 7 in the morning, too. Ozark, I never saw that. Cobra Kai. She looks strong enough to me. Yeah! And I got my backup, which is Rick. She wrangles 5 kids and Rick all day. She's got muscles. I mean, I'm pretty strong. I just look a little squirrely. Mark, I'm jealous. I just have water. That's funny. Do you like Clifford the Big Red Dog TV show? No. I didn't even like it as a kid. I know, Cameron's always coming at me with the throwbacks. That's just who he is. But we accept this about Cameron. And at first I was like, Cameron, like, what is with all these weird questions? But now I just accept that Cameron asks a ton of strange questions. And I try really hard to just acknowledge them for him. I'm pretty strong. And physically, okay, I should not admit this, but you know, like the bar that you lift like this with like the exercise machine like this? I have a really hard time lifting the bar. It's really heavy. But if you do a bench press, I can do like 130 maybe. But like up here, pulling that thing down, that hurts. I ain't strong there. I don't even know what muscle that is. Oh, we didn't arm wrestle outside of the thing. We were supposed to do it on camera on a better surface, but it's close. I think I can still beat him, but it's pretty close. We've arm wrestled before, and I beat him, but that was a few months ago, and he's like in the middle of puberty, so pretty soon he's just gonna be like, boom! I'm gonna be like, that's my boy. Yeah, whatever. I'm a girl. My muscles are different. I never watched Cobra Kai. I am mentally strong and for the most part mentally healthy outside of a few people like annoying me, you know. I am so much more healthy now mentally than I was years ago. Like every year I just get like better. Like I'm like a cheese. I get better with time. Or maybe that's a fine wine. I don't really know, but even like when I met my husband, I thought I was like ready for like, I thought I was mentally strong enough for like taking on 3 more kids when I only had 2, and taking on a marriage again after having been divorced for like 4 years. But I will say that first year of marriage was extremely difficult, and mentally I just was not prepared for what I took on. And it took a lot of learning. This was a fun coffee stream. Gotta go. Where did you come from, Mark? I freaking love when people comment. Mark, don't be a stranger. You should talk more. And I'm glad that you enjoyed coffee. That makes my heart happy to know that you enjoyed coffee while you watched my obnoxious self. And I'm sorry if I got a little bit annoyed with some people and set my boundaries. I feel like maybe I should just let go, but it's hard. And I really just want people to know that, like, I respect myself, because I didn't used to, and I do now. And that's important. We should all love and respect ourselves. But anyway, are you a stranger? Kind of, but no. I consider you like my kid brother. And Haley's like my adopted daughter. And Kirsten's like my long-lost sister. Yeah, usually my streams are pretty good therapy as long as my boundaries are respected. But if somebody like triggers me, like what happened earlier, I don't really find that very therapeutic. But I don't really let it get to me, and I try not to absorb it. But I do feel like I can be like, I think you can see like the anger or frustration. It's not anger. It's like more like frustration. Like my entire life I didn't respect myself and my boundaries, and now I do. And I'm just like, I don't like being frustrated. Ooh, Havanese cheese? I never actually tried it. And I love cheese. Should I try it? What does it taste like? Compare it to a cheese that is common. Like if you had to mix the cheeses. Is it like a buttery cheese? Yeah, marriage was a struggle at first. We've been married over 6 years, almost 7. And yeah, the first year was really hard because there was a lot I didn't know about my husband. We had met, and after 2 weeks, he proposed to me with a piece of string. And I said yes. And right like that. Ooh, my phone. No, I just pushed the wrong button. I hope my live still is going. Can you go? Did I hit the wrong button? No, okay. There's many more people in here being respectful than disrespectful. Absolutely. Do you feel like I overreacted though? I love feedback, so if you guys think that I overreacted, let me know, because I don't want to. But I think you guys know me better than anybody. We've enabled a new routine on Amazon Alexa. Who just set up a new routine on my Alexa? These kids kill me. I give them all Alexas, and then all these weird things are coming up. It established a new routine on Alexa. What does that even mean? Well, thank you, Gabriella. And thank you, Patrick. Patrick, your response actually means a lot to me. It really does. Because it does. You have this really special place in my heart. And you don't even know that. Every single person on my channel has a very special place in my heart. Thank you, Jill. I feel you were firm but fair. You kind of have to set firm and hard boundaries, otherwise people will keep pushing to where you weren't comfortable. I agree. I agree. And I don't want to get emotional on you guys. But Patrick, that actually made me teary-eyed to hear you say that. And I know, I don't know why I get so emotional, but I legit love you guys so much. Like, you have no idea. And growing up, somebody who was not loved and accepted. And the other day when I went to volleyball, and I felt like I was back in that situation where people would bully me for being different, for being me, and for being the person who's willing to stand up and say, like, this isn't okay. Like, we need to be better than this as humans. I was actually bullied for that. And the first thing I thought of after that was, like, I just want my group of people. Like, I just want my people. And you guys are my people. you've become my people, and you're my family now. Like, you're so much bigger than just random people on my channel. And it truly makes my heart really happy to have found people who I can connect with, and people who see the good and don't try to find bad in me. Like, people who accept that there is bad in all of us. And I'm the first to tell you all the bad things about myself. But like, I love that we truly can come together and embrace one another, no matter how different we are. And like, you guys, like, I don't even know what half of you look like. Most of you actually don't even know what you look like. And the fact that like you have a voice and it's not based off of an appearance, like, that's also really special, because it should never be about that. And so it's just a really safe place for us all to just come together and be the weirdest version of ourselves possible, or, you know, just uniquely individual. And it's just really cool to see that you guys have picked up on the fact that, like, there's nothing you can say that I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, that's so weird, get off my channel. You know what I mean? Like, that's never going to happen. And in the same sense, I feel really safe to just be myself. And I know, like, I sit here and I'm really just talking to like a camera, but it doesn't feel like that. It just really feels like we're all sitting here at a family gathering, and this is what family should be like, because I never really had a true picture of what it was like to be part of a family. And this will always be the closest thing and the greatest thing. And I really hope you guys feel that way too. Like, I hope you guys really feel included and loved, because I will never, 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 never. I just set your Alexa off. I'm sorry. Alexa! Did I do it again? Alexa, play some rap music. You're welcome. Oh, I just made my Alexa turn on. Backfired. We're talking about how much I love you guys. Alexa, stop. But yeah, no. If you're uncomfortable, no justification needed. Haley, that's great. It's underreact. Aw. Just reading all your messages. Turtles. Good evening. Hi, Elena. Turtles, turtles, turtles. I'm turtly enough for the Turtle Club. Are you? I do know what you look like now. It's me. Trying that mocha. Uh-oh. We've built through these lives, yeah. So all my regular people, before you disappear, we should make a group on Facebook. If you guys are on Facebook, if you're already my friend, I'm going to make a group, and it's going to be The Fam. So if you get invited to a group called The Fam, that's my group. And that way we can just kind of touch base throughout the day too, and share pictures of ourselves and our obnoxious lives and just be us, you know? But if you haven't already, I think my Facebook is facebook.com/Kristin, Kristin, period, Piper, Piper, period, 961. I'm pretty sure. It's in the description. It's in the description. But yeah, let's make a Facebook group, because we really are a family. Whether we're dysfunctional or not, you know? What is normal? What is normal? Try a trick. I can do it from here. We have to answer 4 or 5 questions back to back. 1, 2. Whatever. Let's do it. It's me. What about a Telegram or WhatsApp? Since Patrick doesn't have Facebook. Patrick, can you create a Facebook? Just for us, and you can make up a name. You can name yourself Purple Monkey. I don't know where that came from. Okay, simple questions, fine. But just give yourself like a color and an animal. That could be your Facebook name. And then only like friend me, and I'll put you in to the group on Facebook. You just need an email to sign up for Facebook. And then you can make your name anything, and then friend me, and I'll know it's you. And you can send me a message that says it's Patrick. And then I'll add you to the group, and that way we can all be together. You did, Kirsten. You made a Facebook just for me, so that's true. And she also has a fake name, so it's true, it's true. Okay, yes, I'm ready. They don't let you use something that's not an actual name. Okay, well then make up a name. So, Herbert Little. That's a good name. First, think about a cup. Okay? Join the dark side, Patrick, in the sake of the fam. John Doe. You could be John Doe. Or Herbert Little. You could be anybody you want. Patrick, just tell me what you pick, and then I'll know when you friend me. I'm thinking about a cup. Yay, Cameron. I'm thinking about a cup. Where's the second question? 9 plus 2 is 11. 5 plus 3 is 8. 10 minus 4 is 6. 11, 8, 6. Now think of a number between 5 and 12 and don't say it. Okay? Oh, crap. That number's not between 5 and 12. Okay. Okay, that's fine, Patrick. I have my number. No, it's not 7. It's 11. It wasn't 7. First it was 2, and then I realized you said between 5 and 12, and then I picked 11. Gabriella, yours was 11 also. Yeah. Yeah, it was 11. You lost. I'm still smarter, see? Still got it, even in my old age. You picked 11 too, Patrick? So cool. Also, if you guys are just tuning in, make sure you like the video. We're kind of wrapping up, but we were just talking about how we're all really glad to have this channel to come together and just talk about whatever is on our mind. And okay, but we're talking about making a Facebook group. So if you want to be part of that, send me a friend request on Facebook and a message letting me know you want to be part of the fam. And I'm going to make a Facebook group called the fam, and we can all be part of it. All of us regulars can have like a little Facebook chat. Blue raspberry. Because you need to give it 100% attention. I did give it 100% attention. I can't help it. I have ADHD, bro. Kidding. But yeah, sorry. I'm sorry you didn't win. I gave it my attention. I thought it was gonna be like one of those things like I don't know, where people convince you to say that you put toast in a toaster instead of bread, like one of those. But yeah, so we'll make this group. Yay, Lucy. Make sure you guys send me a message too so I know to add you. Because I might not know your Facebook name the same as I know your YouTube name. Sorry, my brain's tired. It's tired. How many dislikes do I have on this video? Or do I just have the one from whoever it was I blocked? I can't remember. Favorite thing on toast? Butter. I love butter. And then I like more butter. And then I like extra butter. I actually really look forward to these lives at night. I know, it's a good way to unwind at the end of the day. I lost my mom last year. Oh. Chloe, I'm sorry. That's hard. I'm glad that you had a mom that... I know this is going to sound weird, but I'm glad you had a mom that hurt to lose. Like, the kind of mom you don't want to let go of, if that makes sense. Like, that's at least great. I think I do know your Facebook. Weird. Weird. It's like you sent me a video about a mocha earlier that I still haven't watched. I'm dying to. The mocha is not going to be a good coffee drink. It's going to taste too much like coffee. It's got to either be the caramel one, which is you settle for caramel if they don't have double chocolate chip. It's true. We're talking about frappes. I told It's Me. He bought me my first ever coffee on my lives. So if you guys want to buy me a coffee, you can. You don't have to. This was just something they wanted to do. They wanted to buy me a coffee because I wouldn't let them send me presents because I don't want to give out my address because that's how I rule. But yeah, so there's a website, buymeacoffee.com/Kristin, KRISTINP, and then people can buy me a coffee, and then you can put in the comments what you want me to order at Starbucks, and then I try it on my live, and It's Me was my first ever coffee. So how cool is that? And then Haley bought me a coffee tonight. It was delicious. It was an iced coconut milk mocha macchiato. It's really hard to say, Haley. I'll never ever get that down without having to very, very much slow down and think about it. But it was delightful. It was delightful. And I don't even like iced coffee, so yeah. But yeah, that's just what it is. But anyway, I think, oops, I haven't reached my fitness goals in forever. Really? My husband just earned a fitness challenge. He hits his rings like every day. I don't walk enough or exercise enough to make my rings close. I don't burn enough calories, apparently. Apparently I need to exercise more. But who likes to exercise? Sandwiches. You could send me a sandwich. It's different. If you don't have a preference on what coffee I drink, I'll drink my regular coffee. But if you want me to try a bakery item or like a sandwich, I'm totally down for that. I do like their egg bites, and I have to be careful with bakery items though. Like I won't be able to eat the whole thing, but I'm willing to really try anything. But yeah, you just have to leave it in the comments what you want me to purchase with whatever coffee you buy me. So, and I'm very, very, very loyal to this. I will, if like, this isn't about me. This was about you guys being able to connect with me and like share and giving me something that I'm going to love, which is I love all coffee. So it was really just like a cute idea from Kristin on a way for them to be able to connect with me. And so I thought it was really cute. And so I was like, yeah, why not? I love coffee. No, no, no. Stop it. Stop it with the guano. I don't eat or drink guano. I didn't even know it was real. I'm not even still sure it is real. I'm gonna have to look it up, but no guano for me. No, no, no. No, no. No bad poop for this girl. Not happening. I am still a Taurus, so your astrological signs may have changed, by the way. Look it up. There's 13 now. Who cares about guano? You tell him, Patrick. Patrick's got my back. Nobody cares about guano. Unless it does get rid of wrinkles, and then I might. Yeah, I might rub it on my face, but I'm not going to eat it. Have a good night. Have to run. Oh, good night, Sabrina. Libra. I don't know much about Libras. I'll have to look it up, Patrick. But anyway, I got to run too. I'm only going to get a few hours of sleep. Listen, you leave me and my wrinkles alone. Nope, not going to say it. Maybe I'm just glowing. I waxed my eyebrows tonight. And my girls they were so happy. Banana, she is brunette. I don't really want to tell people that I covered her hair. But anyway, so she gets real dark eyebrows and I had to wax them off. I'm in my 30s. Of course I'm going to have wrinkles and I'm okay with it. I've always embraced my wrinkly forehead. I did. March 14th is my 19th birthday. That's right, Tia. We're going to sing to you on your birthday. It might not be pretty, but I'll sing it. I like singing to people on their birthdays. Maybe I'll get out my guitar and pretend like I know how to play. I have a guitar, an acoustic guitar. Maybe we'll sit here one night with my acoustic guitar and I'll just play on it. After like, da da da, because I don't even know how to play it, but I love it. It's a Fender. I do have dimples, but I also have wrinkles. But anyway, so close to mine, Tia. Mine's in May. It's coming up. I'll be 34 or 29 with 6 years experience. Yeah, I'm not in my 20s, but I do often get people. So in my one group, my Amazon group where we randomly send each other stuff. I posted a game where you have to put like what do people say to you that you're like kind of like really like you hate getting asked. One of the things that people say to me like is, you have 6 kids? Oh wow, you must have been busy. Or like they're judgmental like that. Or I do keep drinking it, so if that's gonna get rid of my wrinkles, I'm gonna drink it every day, maybe twice a day. And then other people were like, you don't look old enough to have 6 kids, or you don't look old enough to have health issues. And I'm like, why? Why? Those are just weird comments. Yes, I always say I'm 29 with 6 years experience this year. Right now I only have 5 years experience, almost 6, but I'm not there yet. But yes, that is what I'm going with. I'll be 29 the day I die, just like my grandfather. He was 29 when he died. He had a lot of years experience, but he was 29. Oh, wow. I could totally see how you did that, though. They're addicting. They're very addicting. Thanks, Patrick. I'm actually 33. I tell all you guys because... Hi, SB. I'm just getting off. But if you're on Facebook, friend me, and you can be part of the fam group. We have a fam. Like our regulars, you're one of them. So if you want to be part of that group, send me a friend request on Facebook and I'll add you. Thanks for talking about ice cream and hot chocolates. Goodbye from the UK. You're awesome, Kristin. Thank you. You could totally pass for 21. Thanks. No Facebook here, or I would. SB. So make a Facebook, make a pretend name, and it's only to connect with us awesome people. Kirsten did it. She made a Facebook just for me. I'm just saying, it's an option to join. It's free for everyone. And if you don't want one because you don't want people to connect with you, but you just want to be part of the fam, I get it. I'd make one. I tried the shower cap in the hot tub. How did it go? How did it go? Did you like it? My nose is getting itchy. The heat. It is brilliant. It has saved this mop because I have curly hair and it will get real curly and weird. Like I'll get real tight curls back here, but then the rest of my hair is like loose curls, and I get like tight curls like around here sometimes when I go in the hot tub, especially because it's like humid in there. And so I was like, I gotta do something. So I had on my Amazon group, I put shower caps on my wish list, and somebody sent them to me, and they're the cutest. I have ones with like avocados, and I have all sorts of them. Well, you've seen one. I mean, the one. I have lots of them. Whoa, where did the comment go? It used to go there a lot, mainly because my ex worked there. Hey, it's not the coffee's fault. Don't take it out on like the drinks. I'm glad you found something at Starbucks you like though. So I think that's great. But okay, guys, I've been on here a while. I'm gonna go check on the baby. I gotta get him ready for tomorrow's road trip to get my puppy. And then I'll share the puppy with you guys. I might do a quick live on the way home, but the baby will be in the back seat, and so I probably won't do a very long live. It's never been coffee's fault, absolutely. But I'll definitely, if I don't go live, I'll post a picture on my channel so you guys can check out the new little teeny puppy. And then we'll compare the puppy next to Zeus, who's also a puppy, but he's not a puppy anymore. So, yeah, so. No, the actual baby and Rick are both going on the road trip. I believe he's driving us, so. I hate driving. Hate it. But he won't go get the puppy alone. He doesn't like puppies. But yeah, I'm excited. But alright, guys, if you didn't like the video, go like the video real quick. And if you didn't subscribe to my channel, but you want to see my lives, do. Hi, Watermelon Sugar. Hi, I didn't even know you were on. It's another St. Bernard, so I'll have 3 because I'll be breeding them like as they get older. So I'll have 2 females and 1 male. I really miss breeding puppies. We breeded them growing up, so I really miss that. But yeah, so now I'm going to do that, I think. As soon as I get clean bills of health and stuff, I'll have them, you know, I'll check down stuff first. But oh, you just got on. I am jumping off because tomorrow's a road trip for getting the last puppy. So we'll have 3 St. Bernard puppies. But oh, Watermelon Sugar High. So if you just got on, go on Facebook, send me a friend request and a message, and I'm creating a group for the regular people who are always on the live, and it's going to be called The Fam, and it'll be a secret group where we can all chat and just like come together and be our odd, weird selves outside of the lives. I thought it would be kind of fun, and we just decided this on this live. So if you want to be part of that, send me a message on Facebook. If you don't have one, create one, make up a name. We don't care what you call yourself, and then just join the fun. So I'll give it a thumbs up. But you know I love it. Well, thank you. But okay, guys. I just don't think Patrick drives because of... I won't answer for him. It's okay. All right, guys. I love you all so much. You know it. I almost cried over how much I love you guys. You guys are amazing. Thanks for being my fam. And we'll talk again soon. All right. Love you. Bye.